Welcome back, Commanders. It is the 27th of October. We're taking on Dr. Terror on the tropical island today. And I must thank each and every one of you for all the support yesterday, where Hammerman took us down in the 4th stage pretty easily. I must say it's become very satisfying to actually take Hammerman on. It's quite good because you have to change your map around according to the stages, which I really like. There's a lot more interactivity than there previously was. They've definitely improved that, and that's probably the biggest change to the update that I like. Now, unfortunately, I upgraded my operating system to Windows 10, and I forgot to download all the microphone drivers, so it wasn't working until I realized that there was no audio coming through. So we have to go ahead and go over here and have a look at what I've done. Be able to talk a little bit more as well. Thanking all of you guys, but downloaded Windows 10, sorry, due to the fact that only DirectX 10 works on Windows 10, or DirectX 12, sorry. And DirectX 12 is absolutely amazing with how much it saves in terms of system performance and how good games, or how much better games run if they're designed for DirectX 12. It is amazing. I've had like literally 100% improvement on some games. Particularly, I think it was called Ashes of the Singularity, which is a game developed specifically for DirectX 12. So on Windows, what was it, 8 that I had? Yeah, Windows 8. It was actually pretty bad. It only ran about 30 frames a second, whereas now it runs at like a good 50 frames a second on DirectX 12. It's pretty amazing just how much a difference it can make, and that game is massive, and it's a resource hog at that. Alright, so I'm not really explaining my strategy over here, but you guess you guys can see what's happening though. It's not all too riveting. Thankfully this time though, my audio is recording. Lots of things are happening lately as well. I've ordered a iPhone 6s Plus, so I'll probably be recording a little bit more on that because the screen's a lot bigger than the iPhone 5s, the phone that I've had. Over here, I actually go ahead and flare onto the supply point. You don't need to go ahead and keep on smoking every section because a lot of the defenses take a little while to actually register where you guys are and actually attack. And the machine gun, although it shoots immediately, doesn't do too much damage if we're far away from it. But the good thing about the 6s Plus is that it has a native 1080p resolution. So that'll be fantastic for recording these videos in, because there won't be those edges. But I think, because I bought that new cable that I keep on talking about to record with, I'll also be able to record things much more better, because there won't be black screen flickering, and I'll be able to actually sort of move around in my seat instead of having to sit very firmly still, just in case the recording mucks up. Alright, so over here, the headquarters, we already had a look at the health a little bit. I clicked on it. But what we're going to do is double smoke the beach, or at least I'm going to not double smoke, but offset the second smoke. And we are going to go onto this boom cannon. Oh lordy. It didn't register my click onto the flare, so waste a little bit of gunboat energy there. Now guys will take some damage, but it should be alright. I guess you guys that are lower might have to destroy them. But all I really need to do is just shock to the left. I'll actually get rid of that boom cannon and flare my guys. Actually, maybe that getting rid of that flamethrower could help it out as well. It could. I mean, it's only going to kill about 3 or 4 guys on that side, closest to the flamethrower, but that's alright. I lost 4 guys. Can't complain about that. Alright, so I'm looking forward to experiencing the Windows 10 experience. Seems like it'd be interesting. And yeah, I've been thinking about recording a face cam from now on, because that way I'll be able to actually use up a little bit more of that real estate, that screen real estate that is. So it should be interesting. Let's just check out the space of the shock launcher, or the range of it. It will be able to reach our warriors on the headquarters, which is a shame. So I'm not going to take it down. There's just too many flamethrowers and machine guns around. So, I guess we'll just have to make our way there and hope for the best. So what we're going to do is... So it's actually kind of good that we have a boatload less of our warriors though as well. I'm going to double smoke the beach fairly widely as well. Well, that's a fairly good double smoke. And then we'll go ahead and get onto that shock launcher. Then we'll go onto the sniper tower here. Just one guy that really strays away. And I don't think he dies actually, which is nice. Alright, so over here, what I'm going to shock is the left and the shock launcher. Those are the things that I really recommend. And then I'm going to shock on the bottom right as well. And then I heal my guys up. And I also throw down an artillery. Always best to go ahead and use all your gunboat energy abilities. Of course, I think that goes without saying though. I already have done face cam for a couple of these videos. I mean, my webcam isn't all that good. It's fairly old actually. Borrowed it from my brother because he never used it, and to be honest, I never use it either, but might as well start using it because it seems like it's a thing to do when you're doing these mobile recordings. Alright, anyways, look at this. We are facing up against some level 21 mortars. They look crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright. So, we might have to use this bunker as an anchor point. We will use this bunker as an anchor point. Now, this headquarters has 360,000 health on it. Quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. There's only one shock launcher. We'll be able to pretty much stop all these defenses, at least within range of the headquarters. We'll be able to stop all the defenses with 2 shocks. At least most of them anyway. That'll really hurt us. I mean, there's no flamethrowers within range. All we really need to do is get one pretty much here on that sniper tower. And one over here where these rocket launchers are. So, should be easy pickings. Let's go give this a shot though. I'm going to have to go ahead and smoke once there. Because I know that shock launcher can get mighty annoying. Then onto this rocket launcher we go. And then I'll just smoke onto the headquarters actually. Throw a heal down. I probably should have waited until a little bit later on that heal, but it's alright. And let's go ahead and shock twice like we said. I'm going to save up another shock. Throw a heal down. Throw an artillery. So pretty much this one's just a waiting game. There's a lot of health on the headquarters. So it takes a little while. We just lose one whole boatload, which is annoying. Would have been nice if it was all spread out along our landing craft, but it's alright. 13 guys have died, which is a fairly good ratio out of how many we've got. So let's go ahead and cook up those 13, and we'll be back in 20 minutes, unless this is like a magical stage for us. Alright, and on to what is stage 7. The headquarters has 160 plus 176,000 health, so definitely not all that much. The pathing is also quite easy. Thankfully there's not too many mines around the headquarters, so we should be able to take this down with only one shock, believe it or not. I mean, we can use a little bit more, and I'm tempted to, but all we really need to do is shock around this mortar, and they'll get the flamethrowers and a lot of these machine guns and cannons and all that. So let's go ahead and get right into it. What we will have to do is, of course, double smoke the beach, but first of all, let's clear out a path for our warriors. So let's get these 2 mines up around here. Fantastic. And we'll also get this boom mine. Now, unfortunately, one artillery does nowhere near enough damage to a level 21 machine gun, especially with the amount of health boosts that it's got. But what I'm going to do is double smoke. A bit like so. Fantastic. And I'm going to flare straight up onto that flamethrower. Okay. A couple of guys lose a little bit of health, but that's alright. Nothing we can't work out on. Don't think we even lost any guys. Maybe one. Alright, so I'm going to throw a heal down right now. And we will go ahead and shock right now. I mean, I'll stop these cannons as well. I mean, I might as well shock twice. And then, yeah, all you really need to do is just shock once on the mortar just to stop those flamethrowers. And we get that actually quite easily. Wow. Probably shouldn't have even stopped those mortars, but we did what we did, right? Definitely a very easy stage 7 at that. So, it's interesting. Like, I don't feel like it's all that much harder at the moment. I mean, the last couple of Dr. Terrors after the update were harder, but this one was super easy because I even managed to do this without any problems with one landing craft less. We only lost like 14 guys in stage 6. Or was it then we lost 14 guys? Let's find out. It was 14 guys this stage, 13 in stage 6, yes. So that's how I'd go about taking on Dr. Terror today with Warriors. Hopefully that helped some of you guys. And as always, thank you very much for the support.